is a written version of a simultaneous equations. So we have different pieces of information and then we're trying to find what they are. So the first thing that we need to do whenever we have a question like this is to define the variables. So x is going to be, now when I look at this, I can see that I have various pieces of information. One seems to be that I have something to do with the amount of money for the fine. One that's about how many fines were given out. And then it's asking me how many drivers were caught exceeding the speed limit. So that tells me that my x and my y values need to be how many people were caught. So let's say that x is the number of drivers caught. At 15 kilometers per hour. And then for y, this is the number of drivers caught above 15 kilometers an hour. So above 15 kilometers per hour. So I have the two variables x and y. And then I need to form some equations with this. So it tells me that the policeman gave out 22 speeding fines. So that means that however many he gave out, above and below 15 kilometers per hour, they have to add together to make 22. And we're also told that there is a 200 franc charge for exceeding 15. And so, sorry, for exceeding the limit by 15, and 450 for more than 15. So that means that I have 200 times the number of people caught at 15 kilometers an hour, plus 450 times the number of people caught above it. And that gave the total that was the 6,650 francs that the policeman made. So they're my two equations. To answer that, I'm just going to go to my calculator, apps, Polysimult 2 and Simultaneous Equation Solver. I have two equations and two unknowns. So the first one is 1, 1 and 22. And then I have 200, 450, and 6,650, which is the amount of money the policeman made. And if I solve that, I can see that the number of x, so people that were caught up to the 15 kilometers an hour over, is 13. And the number of people exceeding that, they were 9. So the question is, how many drivers were caught exceeding it by more than 15? That's the y value. So there were 9 drivers caught. And that's the final answer there that it's looking for, the 9 drivers caught. Here we go. So for the marks there's 1 mark for defining each of the variables. There is 1 mark for each of the equations. There is 1 mark for finding the answers, and then 1 for choosing the right one at the end. If you didn't find both, but you found the right one at the end, then that one is implied, so you would still get this one.